Okay, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a pond, leaves, grasses, dragonfly collage. So loosely based on the book that was read, Scoot. So in the book, and actually in the album on Shutterfly, there is a picture of the last page of the book, which shows, and I had that in the Art Ideas album. So this is just really an extra art activity that you can do this week if you have time, if you want to kind of experiment with textures and expand your child's art experiences. This is a kind of a simple activity that kind of builds on the things that we've been doing. So first you need a background. What I used was what we've been using. So it's just, I used 4 different color blues, and I just went back and forth and back and forth, and then I also made sort of a wave pattern, and then I used the watercolor. Now, this is from when we did the finger paint, and so I kind of have like a preference to use this over this, only because of the texture that it has, and I kind of like the blue. So if you still have the finger paint, it actually, I still had it, and there was no smell, and I'm actually going to use the green. I'm going to use both of these, but the first one is, I'll use this one and just show you how to make pattern, just because it is a lighter background, so it'll show up better when I show you how to do it. So anyway, you're going to go outside, gather leaves. I have these little flowers, and I made my green paint. So we make green paint with yellow and blue. All right, so basically all you're gonna do is, so with the leaves, you don't necessarily want to do this side. You kind of want to have more of the textured side. So anything that you choose, just make sure that when you feel it, so this is also too, like, exploring our senses. Make sure that the side that you're doing it on has more kind of bumpiness, ridges, is a bit more rough, because then when you print it, it'll give more detail to that. All right, so I'm going to, and I have a foam brush because it does hold the paint longer than a regular brush with the bristles. If you don't have it, not a big deal, you can just use a regular brush. So I painted it on that side, and then I'm just going to put it on top of my water. So you kind of have to think of this like an aerial view, right? And look at how pretty that came out. Very cool. So printmaking, and you can let this dry and then take a crayon to it and color in the spots, or you can just leave it. I personally just like how it is. So I'm going to do another one. So this is still a little bit wet, which is fine. You can work on wet watercolor with tempera, and they're not going to really, there's no blending of colors. And so I went this way, so now I'm going to go this way with the leaf. And you don't want to press too hard, so this is another practicing kind of being gentle. And then because I kept a little bit of the end of it, it's easy to just lift it up. And that's pretty cool. And then I'm going to use this and just use it as a kind of when we use just sponge painting, and then when you do sponge painting, you kind of just go around like that. So just go around, and we're just giving some green to our pond picture. And I'm done with my printmaking. Now, if you still have paper from when we did the ladybugs, you can use your green paper to add some more like tall reeds. You can do that. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add like 4 of them, but you can add as many as you want. And again, it's always good to be ripping the paper. Always let your child do it because it helps with their fingers. And now I'm gonna glue some of these on. Twisting my glue up, but not too far. And then I'm gonna add some tall grasses. And you can kind of cluster them, you know, because like in the book there's like these, you know, clusters of the green grass. You can do it on just the one side of the paper. So I kind of overlapped it just because I kind of like that look of overlapping. I didn't do it across, but you can. It's whatever kind of technique or design you want to have to your pond. It's completely okay. So now, oh, and I also have some more green finger paint. So I'm going to use some of that on here too. And just kind of go in here and put some different color green. I'm going to put it over my paper. And again, finger painting is so much fun and gets that sensory input that's so needed. All right, so I'm going to continue doing this, and I'm going to get set up to show you how to draw a dragonfly, and I'll be back. All right, welcome back. We're going to draw a dragonfly today. So a dragonfly has a head, and then a large oval, medium oval, smaller oval. And then now we're going to do his wings, which is basically the shape of a petal. And then I'm going to pick a different color. And you're going to go down the middle of this wing and then just draw lines just to decorate and give more detail to the dragonfly. I'm going to pick a different color. I'm going to draw lines down the body. And I'm going to pick a different color to give a circle for the eye. And then you go inside and do a smaller circle. Give a smile. And I'm just going to add some detail on the head, just like 3 half circles here. Again, to get a different color. And I'm going to give him his legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to fill in the body with my water paint. I'm going to use purple, and I'm just going to fill in all the white area with the purple. I think this guy looks super cute. And you don't have to worry about staying in the lines because we're just going to cut them out. So if you're really handy with your scissors, you can cut them out. Otherwise, older sibling can help you. Mom, dad, whoever can help you, but definitely try and do it yourself first. All right, I will be back. Okay, welcome back. So you can do a bunch of these little guys. I think that'd be like super cute. And then you can glue them onto your pond picture. You can also put some you know how to draw ladybugs, you can do some ladybugs, you can do the butterflies. So there's my cute little dragonfly. You can do a firefly, so you can add all different kinds of things to this pond meadow collage. And then also too, if you wanted to give more detail, you can use your crayon and kind of go back in and go over once everything kind of dries and give some more detail to your picture if you wanted to. There's so many things that you could add. Stickers, all different kinds of things. So I hope you had fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, so I put my dragonfly on the background with the finger paint. So you can also use that background and experiment with printing the flowers, the leaves on that as well. So I'm gonna, but because the background is darker, it's gonna be more difficult to see the leaves, but we'll see. Ooh, you can still see them. But again, it's not as pronounced as the other ones, but you can still see it. And you can then add the grasses and make another whole collage with using the finger paint background. All right, so again, I hope you had fun, and I hope you continue to experiment with all the different art techniques that I've been showing you.